What's up? It's your boy Young Murda Beatz. You know what I'm saying? Check me out on the Bootleg Kev podcast.
Bootleg Kev Show, special guest, motherfucking Murda Beatz, ladies and gentlemen. What we're going to do is we're going to microdose to start the interview. We're on camera, but we're going to do one. You going to turn down?
Oh, man. This guy.
Just do one, bro.
I'll do one.
Do one. Do it for Canada, bro. Do it for the homeland.
I actually like these ones a lot, too.
They're tasty.
They're pretty good.
Hopefully this makes for a much more interesting conversation.
Let's do it.
We'll find out in about 15, huh? We'll see. I'm going to take two, just so you know I'm with the shits. You'll be on one, I'll be on two.
Wait, this is really shrooms? I thought this is really shrooms?
I mean, officially, no. Of course not.
Yeah.
No, this was fucking candy.
Yeah.
Shout out to 7-Eleven. Anyway, man, welcome back.
Thanks, man.
How's everything been?
Everything's good, man, you know?
New record?
New record. Enjoying life.
Dabbling into the Spanish world. Got J Balvin on it. How did it start out? Did it start out with Quavo giving you that hook and you were like, oh, this is crazy?
Yeah, so it actually started, this is like one of the beats that actually started with another producer. This started with Pharrell, an idea from Pharrell. You know what I'm saying? I called him up, got the files, collaborated on it with him and stuff. Quavo killed it. I got Balvin on it, like around the same time like I heard it. And then I put my girl Anitta on it too. You know what I'm saying? Just to put
She's from Brazil?
Put the cherry on top.
Is she from Brazil?
Yeah, she's from Brazil.
Have you been there?
Yeah.
How was it?
I was there I went with her like a month ago maybe. It was crazy.
Are you single?
No.
No, okay. Never mind then. How were the women out there? Like, if you were single, were they?
Anita's great, honestly.
No, I just mean like Brazil as a country.
Brazil's a beautiful country.
As a young man, Brazilian was like my favorite category to go to on the hub, you know? Brazilian women are amazing.
Yeah.
Don't get enough of them in LA, unfortunately.
Yeah, you're right, honestly. Yeah.
Shout out to Brazil. Good place.
I got a Brazilian myself, you know.
Did you go to oh, you have a Brazilian girl?
Yeah.
Oh, so then you know more than anyone.
Yeah.
Kudos to you, sir.
Anita, she's great.
Oh, Anita's your girl.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I had no idea.
Yeah, she's lit.
Dude, that was so awkward, the fact I didn't know that.
Nah, she's lit. It's the shrooms, man.
It's not the shrooms. I just had no fucking idea, man. Apparently I'm not tapped in enough.
Nah, she's dope, though. I met her, like, last year in Miami, and then we just kept talking and stuff, and then, like, started, like, hanging out a lot, and then, like, she brought me out to Coachella, and then, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And now that's your lady. That's dope. Well, awesome. She had a record with the baby that was dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, she's super fire. She's killing it.
That's super dope.
She just got, like, a Guinness World Record for, like, the highest streaming Latin song, solo Latin artist song or something.
You might know this better than me, because in Brazil, it's a Portuguese-speaking country. Right?
Yeah. I'm learning Portuguese right now.
Yeah, and Portuguese is like, my homie's from Portugal, so sometimes he'll speak that shit in front of me, and it's definitely a different language than Spanish. But I think
it's kind of tricky to learn. I don't know Spanish. It's probably easier. Like, I've learned French and stuff because French is the second language in Canada.
In Canada, yeah.
But Portuguese is kind of difficult, you know?
But you're learning. She's teaching you. What is something that you've learned, like that you're like confident, you know, you get into a pinch, you need to bust out a Portuguese sentence. What are we saying?
Insane.
What does that mean?
Innocent.
Oh shit! In case the police pull up, you're like,
so there was one day, like, I saw some crazy shit on the side of the street. We were like driving, and like there was like a cop, and they had all these people like in handcuffs on the road, and like everyone had AKs and shit. And her mom was like, suspecto, and then like I learned innocent. It was funny. I like learned how to say insane or whatever, like innocent. And then like I was in like a grocery store there, and like a guy walked out right when I walked in, and the alarm beeped off.
And you were like, you got it off?
And I was like, oh shit. And then like everyone's like, hey, you, like, what's going? Like they're all looking at me like I just like stole something. Like, and they're all like, we got him. Like they're like, we got this kid from Canada. Like we got him.
You were able to use it though.
And then they're like, walk back through the metal detector, like in Portuguese. I'm like this, and I walked in, I'm like, insane shit. And I walked through, and it didn't beep, and everyone was like laughing.
That's gotta feel great to be able to get off a word like that you just learned.
It was great. Yeah.
It's like perfect circumstance.
No, it was fun.
So Pharrell co-produced?
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking cool.
Legendary. Shout out to Pharrell, you know.
He's one of the GOATs. He's like on the Mount Rushmore, I'd say.
Hell yeah.
You know?
Legendary.
Yeah. What's your relationship like with Pharrell? Because, you know.
I met him at Quavo's album release party 2018. Remember when Quavo dropped his album? I met him at that release party. And then he said that he was a big fan and stuff. We should link up. And then we kept in touch. I started going to the studio with him, working on a lot of stuff. And then this record came about years later. So it was awesome. Crazy. So like we definitely like wanted to release something together, you know what I'm saying? And then this was perfect.
So when you like get the beat originally from Pharrell, who's one of the greats, what is the sauce you add to it?
I like put some of my drums with his drums and made it crazier. And then like did some melody stuff, produced out the record, put everybody on the record. And
that's
like, yeah,
super big.
And like we both like did notes for like mixing and mastering. Right. He helped me like with some notes, like take it to the finish line, like things and like how to tweak like sequencing the song and stuff.
Yeah, I didn't think this is gonna be a huge record for you, bro.
No, I appreciate it, man.
Because as soon as I heard it, I was like, oh, this shit. I told my boy Brandon from your label, I was like, yo, this would be easy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I shot a big budget video in Miami.
Big budget video.
Yeah.
What is a big budget video in 2022? I'm just curious because I think back in the day they were like really big budget videos.
Big budget video for me is like $3K.
God bless.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Like over like 500,000.
$500,000. That's
like,
fair.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a big budget.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, because I feel like back in the day, like when Busta Rhymes and Missy and Biggie,
those were like
they were like fucking millions of dollars. Like think about the Mo Money Mo Problems video.
Yeah,
these motherfuckers had to shut down the ocean and they had speedboats and shit.
No, yeah, that shit was crazy.
Yeah,
videos those times were incredible.
So, what is the J Balvin call like?
So I was in LA at the time. It was like during COVID. I was working with Balvin.
So you were already locked in with him.
Yeah, so I was working with him already.
This fucking fly won't go away.
It's all good. Shut up the flies, you know. But I was already working with him and stuff. So like when I had the record, like when I got the record and stuff, I was like, yo, this is gonna be perfect to get Balvin on.
Right.
So I took it right to him. He loved it. He's like, yo, this is super fire. Can't wait to do it. He sent me like a verse back in like a week.
That's a pretty nice turnaround for arguably the biggest artist in the fucking world.
And then we were kind of sitting on the record for a bit. I thought Quavo was gonna use it, you know, and then he ended up not using it. So top of the year, I was like, hey man,
can I get this for my shit?
Yeah.
Is that something that happens like? Because obviously you're putting out a lot of music, so is that something that is happening with you picking songs where you'll be like, yo, we cut this idea like a year and a half ago. What are you doing with it? Because I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, sometimes, but then a lot of like rappers and stuff, they'll feel like stuff's old and they'll just want to make new stuff.
That always happens.
That's a problem because a lot of the rappers that like I work with, they just record so fast, so they're always recording new music. So something.
I feel like all artists are like that, where it's like it could be 9 months old, it could be a year old, and they're like, "Yo, man, but that's just old. It's played out." You know, it's crazy. I feel like that is something that happens. Where I'll hear artists play me shit and I'll be like, yo, that's a hit. You should drop that shit. And then like a year later, their album comes out and the fucking Sure Shot fucking banger did not make the project. And I'm like, what the fuck? And it's because motherfuckers drive around listening to their own shit. It gets played out to them. They do the new shit and they're like, nah.
No, it's crazy, man. And that's the thing. It's like a lot of artists, they like forget about the gems.
It's like, dude. There's been so many artists where I'm like, dude, you had a fucking big record that you just kept on a hard drive somewhere.
Yeah.
So you're kind of running into that just because obviously when you're reaching out, you're like, yo, I love this idea we cut.
Yeah, and even for me though, like I put records together in like 2018 with like all big name major artists, and then I just listen to it too much, and it gets like a year old, and I'm like, it's too old. I need new shit.
Oh, so
and everyone's like, yo, no, like we need to drop this. Like this is fire.
So that's happened with you.
It happens all the time, man. I'm sitting on so much music.
What would you say is, give me the artist on a song that you've decided to just not drop? Or that you're kind of like, it's a little old, I might pass.
I might still drop it.
Right.
It's got like, I might like renew the beat or something, but like I got like a bunch of stuff with a bunch of people. But one example is like Sway Lee, 2 Chainz, Gucci.
That's a nice record.
You know? Not bad.
This feels like 2018 though.
Yeah, but still.
But still.
Go.
Oh, you got anything on the new Ray Shremmerd project?
I don't think so. Yeah. Should throw that one, right?
Should have took that one.
Super fire, too.
He's like, yo, I had one for him.
I got some shit.
Just needed Slim Jimmy to hop on it, and it's a Ray Shremmerd song.
No, real shit. Shout out Ray Shremmerd, man.
Yeah, for sure, man. So you have a lot of stuff that you have your hands in. Talk about the water that you got. Is it psychedelic water? Is that what it's called? Am I fucking that up?
Yeah, it's called psychedelic water. We got it in like Air One. We got it in a bunch of stores. It's going crazy right now. Right now, the product that we have in stores, because you obviously can't, you know what I'm saying? But
you can't put psilocybin in water and sell it.
You can't put like mushrooms in water and put it in Walmart. So it's
unless you're in Canada.
I think so.
It's legal in Canada. Psilocybin is illegal. Well, Wiz just announced he's dropping his own shrooms in Canada.
Yeah, that's good.
Mr. Cap. Makes sense.
It's good to know.
Now you got to do your shit.
Yeah, so right now what we have is it's like kava root, Dominia leaf, like just stuff that's like if you drink it, you'll get a little buzz. Like I drink it, I get a little buzz. I feel good, energetic and stuff. Like it's cool.
This fucking fly. There's like a lot of like legal mushrooms that are like super beneficial though. Like there's like, I take this supplement. It's like, bro, when I'm taking this shit, cause I never get sick.
Oh, really?
I don't know what the fuck it's called. It's on Amazon for like $100 a bottle, but that shit is gas. Shout out to the shrooms. How often are you like microdosing through life?
I dabble sometimes. I don't know. Not really though.
You've been on like a heavy trip? No? You've never fucking talked to God or fucking had one of those fucking stuck moments?
Maybe back in the day.
Back in the day. This guy you got psychedelic water. That's the name of your water brand. And you've never had a crazy experience?
No, I've had a crazy experience. Like, yeah.
You just don't want to talk about it.
I've had a few shares, you know what I mean?
What's been the worst trip you've ever had? Or the best trip? It could go either way.
It's like, I don't know. It's like laughing a lot and stuff, you know? It's fun.
You know, I discovered Tame Impala. I've always heard of Tame Impala. Never knew it was one guy. Did you know it was one guy?
No.
Dude, I always thought it was some fucking mega band. Because I saw they like headline Coachella a few years ago. I was fucking off of a whole bag of these joints at fucking Joshua Tree, like a real fucking LA motherfucker. I'm going to Joshua Tree to do shrooms. And I just threw on some playlist called like Shroom Music on Spotify, and that fucking Tame Impala came on, bro. It's the fucking best shit I ever heard in my life. At the time, being high on shrooms, listening to Let It Happen by Tame Impala, that was the best. That's the best song I've ever heard in life.
I used to smoke a lot of weed. I used to love coming to LA. Like back in the day, I'd come to LA. I'd like pull up on a dispensary. I'd like do a story post. Like give me like
they give you hey yo yeah take an ounce.
But this is like even before like they even had like crazy branding out here in LA like 2015 like it was getting started. But like you know what I'm saying. But I just started getting like super anxious off weed a lot. Like it just like started like hitting me differently. And I just like I remember like one year after Coachella I was like yo after Coachella I'm just gonna completely stop smoking weed and I just stopped and like I haven't smoked weed like if I'm like drunk and you have a blunt, like I'll hit the blunt.
Right,
you know what I mean?
It makes sense.
But like, yeah, I haven't smoked weed in like I quit weed probably like 5-6 years ago.
You think that increased your like productivity in life?
Did
you notice anything like get better?
I definitely leveled up in life, but I don't know if it was because I stopped smoking weed.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It had 5% to do with it. You know?
Like, I don't know.
Hey, we got to stop the interview real quick to tell you about our family, our good folks at Odd Socks. You see me, look. These are them Odd Socks basics on my skinny white fucking legs. I love Odd Socks. Go to oddsocksofficial.com. You're going to get 20% off at checkout if you use the promo code BootlegKev. That's one word, BootlegKev. Now, they got Odd Socks, which are great. My favorites are the basics. They also, you know, you got the licensed one. These are the Twizzlers. These are Baywatch socks. But then you got the basics. Now, these are what these are. Just the plain boys, man. They're so comfy, all right? I always got the white basics, the black basics on, and I always got Odd Socks underwear on, too. They got the draws, all right? So what are you doing? Go to oddsocksofficial.com. Use the promo code BootlegKev. Save 20% off. Check out these fucking draws. Kool-Aid underwear, ladies and gentlemen. What are we doing? Oddsocksofficial.com. BootlegKev is the promo code. Save 20% off right now. Let's get back to the interview. You are from Canada. Mm-hmm. I want to know your thoughts on the new Drake album.
I like it.
I like it too. I'm not mad at it. I'm just glad he took a risk.
I actually like it. Like I know like when he first dropped it and stuff, like a lot of people were like, I saw like people bashing it and stuff. And I was in Canada at the time. And I was like driving back to Niagara to see my mom and I was just playing the album and I was like, this is fire music to ride to. It's just like, you need to have refreshing music. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like when you travel a lot and you experience different cultures in different parts of the world, like there's a lot of different music out there. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I just feel like he's introducing like a new sound to like,
I think like for me, I think Drake taking a risk is I'm just happy. I'm like, yo, this dude just put out a whole fucking house album. Like, I'm just happy he's taking risks with his music because I feel like Drake could do anything. Like, he could just do the Drake shit and it'll work.
No, he could do it all.
Like, but he could do he could just make the same album over and over again. Not saying he's done that.
I think my favorite,
maybe he has.
My favorite record on that album is Sticky.
Sticky's the one. Yeah, shout out to fucking Carnage.
Yeah, Carnage snaps.
That's my joint.
Yeah, he snapped on that shit.
Sticky's crazy.
Bang.
Super crazy. And then I think he's gonna be putting out, I don't know, they're saying he might do another Scary Hours. You got any unreleased Drake shit?
I had some, but we ended up using it.
What's that mean? Like you use the beat or you use Drake's vocals or
no, like me and Drake were gonna work a record, but then we gave it to 2 Chainz for Bigger Than You.
Great record.
It was a great record too.
That was a great record. Shout out to Chainz.
Shout out to 2 Chainz. Me and 2 Chainz had a lot of success together, man. We had that one, Bigger Than You. We had It's a Vibe, and we had 4 a.m. Those were like 3 bangers,
all
man.
3. 4 a.m. with Travis, It's a Vibe with Quavo.
No, It's a Vibe.
Or no, It's a Vibe had Ty, Janae, and Trey on it, right?
Yeah. Banger.
Wow.
That's like a classic record that could be played anywhere, anytime.
That's a great record.
Anytime. Any vibe.
It's a Vibe. It's crazy. 4 a.m. was one of the better records on that album too.
Yeah, that album's crazy.
Have you ever thought about like if you see someone like 2 Chainz where you got a great chemistry with them, like doing like a whole fucking album where you're executive producer?
Yeah, hell yeah. We talked about it. You know what I'm saying? Might have to revisit it.
Have you done that with anyone? Were you just like fully like?
I just dropped a project last year with Shorty.
Oh, I was about to say we talked about that last time you were here.
I did a project with Smoke Perp like 5 years ago.
Yeah, how was that?
I love that project.
Smoke Perp. He has some dope shit. I don't know what happened with that kid, man. I don't know.
He's just underrated, man.
Underrated.
He's fire. He's a good artist.
I think like that whole era, the cloud era, whatever you want to call it. I just think that like it chewed up a lot of people and spit them out, bro.
No, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
It's just like that whole era of music, like just like the times in music are changing so fast now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like people can get lost in it, you know?
Yeah, like you think of like Lil Pump, Smoke Perp, even 6ix9ine. Who else was popping during that? You probably can't say no one's name because I can be a dick. You can't. I don't know. You get it. Yeah, it just felt like a lot of those guys, like the music was like good enough at the time because the antics were up there in terms of like, you know, people like actually like going like and paying attention to what they were doing, and the music was like, it checks out. Like Lil Pump had some shit I loved, but I think like once people stopped giving a fuck about like Instagram antics as much, the music really had to like stack up. And I just feel like sometimes like those guys weren't as focused on making great music as they were like making okay music and being like fucking rap stars. You know what I mean?
No, I get where you're coming from. I personally like loved like the shit that me and Perp were making though.
Right.
Fire album.
Like I think of like Lil Xan. Like what the fuck, man? God bless him. Yeah, God Jesus. Bless him. His music was atrocious, but like he was Lil Xan.
God bless.
He had that one song. What was that song called? Was it the Skittles one? The fuck was it called? Or something about pussy tasting like Skittles or something? He only had one good song. But shout out to him. Are you like, I just had Southside on the show last month, and he was saying that what he deals with a lot is people selling bootleg Southside beats. So we're like people, because his tag's everywhere. So he's like, yo, people take my tag and they'll put it on their shitty, the 808 Mafia tag. They'll put it on their shitty beats. And then like people will fucking actually really think that it's real shit, and they'll cash out this struggle producer or whoever it is. Have you had anyone like? Have you ever had some shit drop like randomly that has your tag? You're like, I didn't do that fucking beat.
Yeah, I've had that happen. I've had people put my name on records. Just a lot of stuff. Yeah, it happens though. It happens like when you get success. You know what I'm saying? People are gonna try to like use your name to like get one up or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Is there any? Do you deal with this a lot? Where maybe like I don't know, 5 years ago you sent a pack to somebody, or you were in a session with somebody that had an idea and they tried dropping it, like, and you got to like shut that shit down.
Oh yeah, that's happened before too.
Yeah, it's got to be. I can imagine just you being a kid coming up, fucking traveling to Atlanta to work with Migos. How many random sessions you've been in where people have gotten your beats?
Yeah, I used to always try to like not like delete my beats out the computer, this, that, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying?
That's smart. Most people don't. Dude, people record here all the fucking time. And I'm just like, the lack of like care people have to like take their shit off.
They just leave their shit on the computer. Oh yeah, it's not
Bro, I had like half a G Herbo's album on my fucking laptop with stems and everything, or on the computer there. The album's out now, but
shout out
to
like,
do you guys want these? Like 9 months later, yo, can you send the sessions? Fuck, man, bring a hard drive. Yeah. Do you always bring the hard drive? You always gotta have the hard drive. Right?
Our like we transfers, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that, USBs. You put them on a hard drive.
Of course. What for you, man? Like stepping into the Spanish world, it's something new for you. So like, you're obviously a Caucasian from Canada.
Yeah, I'm white.
You're white. We're white. How are you digging it so far?
It's cool, man. I'm just always just trying to like do new stuff and like
right.
stay refreshing for myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I've done a lot and like I just want to like keep having fun with it and like try new things and like, you know what I'm saying? It's good. Like even like during COVID, like I was like, yo, I want to like do some different stuff. And I got the opportunity to like get connected with Ariana Grande. And then we worked during COVID on FaceTime and then started linking up. And like, we were just working on music for her album and stuff. We did some records and just like doing different stuff, you know, like a year ago, like I did the Chloe Bailey Have Mercy record.
Big record, man.
Yeah. Just like having fun with it, doing different stuff. You know what I'm saying? I never want to be put in a box and I always want to be remembered for being able to make like all different kinds of music.
Was it hard for you to get out of the box having a name like Murda Beatz initially?
It wasn't hard getting out of the box because the rap records I was making, I was part of that time where like those records were becoming mainstream pop records.
Of course.
But definitely like with the name, like I remember like years ago, like people were telling me to like change my name, like use my government name, Shane Lindstrom, on my producer stuff. I was like, hell no, because like, I was like, I can't do that because I just like built this brand,
right?
And like I spent years of my life building this shit to throw it away and to change my name. I can't do that.
Yeah, man. When you think of like
and that was the groundwork, like me by myself.
Right.
Like I really started it. Obviously, like when I brought more pieces of the puzzle, like met my manager and shit, we took it to the next level. But like all those nights in my mom's basement and like on Twitter and doing all that stuff and moving around Chicago, moving around Atlanta by myself, like. So much sleepless nights and stuff, you know what I'm saying? I put my blood, sweat, and tears
into
this
that
shit.
Name.
Can't switch it.
Yeah, can you imagine Shane? Shane Beatz. How many fucking Shane Beatz are there? There's got to be at least 4 or 5 guys.
Man, that's crazy, right?
Shout out to Shane.
Yeah, shout out to Shane.
It's a great name, man. It's a great name.
Unique.
Yeah, but like when we think of the Spanish shit, bro, it's like worldly music. So it's like, you know, I always, you know.
It's worldly and it's Latin America.
Yeah.
Latin America's big.
It's huge. It's like the biggest genre of music in the world, bro.
Big.
And like, it's gonna open you up to like so much different spaces. Do you do gigs sometimes where you DJ?
Oh yeah, I love I was kicking it. I be DJing in Vegas and stuff.
How's that?
It's fun, man. I have a blast.
So now you can go DJ in Barcelona or fucking Brazil.
Yeah.
Or Puerto Rico.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Puerto Rico's the vibe.
Not real shit.
Yeah.
I like Puerto Rico. I went out there like a couple years ago for my birthday. I was like, there was like a moment in my trip where I was like on an ATV riding through the forest. And it was like raining and it was like,
that sounds
I was
like
just
straight out
looking
of a
around.
movie.
I was like, yo, this is
amazing.
crazy. Yeah.
Like, where am I at right now?
Yeah. I felt like I was in like a rainforest. Like, is that a rainforest if it's a forest and it's raining?
Fuck, that's a good question.
Like, because I was going to say rainforest, but I didn't want to say rainforest.
Shit.
I said
but
I was
if it
in
was
the
a forest
and it was raining.
Technically, there's an argument to be made there.
Does anyone know?
This is the type of questions you ask when the microdose kicks in. If you're in a forest and it rains, are you now in a rainforest? Have you ever been to Rainforest Cafe?
Yes. I literally was in Niagara Falls with my mom and we walked by the falls literally a few weeks ago and we went to Rainforest Cafe.
You went recently.
First time, I was like, where should we eat? I was like, I'm starving. I'm like, there's a Rainforest Cafe right there. I'm like, oh, let me go. I haven't been there since I was like 8.
Dude, when I was a little kid, that was like the biggest thing we had in Arizona. They opened this new mall and there was a Rainforest Cafe and it was like, there's animatronic. There ain't shit in Arizona. Well, now there's a little bit of stuff.
There's animals moving and shit.
There's like fucking animatronic alligators. It was like a tourist attraction. Like the food, who gives a fuck about the food?
Yo, the craziest shit is like when you remember like restaurants you used to eat as a kid, like nostalgic feelings. Like I remember like back in the day. Like,
I wouldn't even eat there. We were too poor to eat there, but we would just stand there.
My parents, like we would like a big dinner would be like to go to like Red Lobster. It'd be like, oh my God, this is like gourmet 5-star. You know what I'm saying?
I used to think Applebee's was fancy, bro. When I was
like,
a kid.
Chili's, all that stuff.
Chili's, I was like, damn, we're going to Chili's.
I tried to go back.
A good day.
Yo, me and my boys, like, I was driving by a Chili's like 6 months ago. I was like, yo, I just gotta go try it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I hopped out. We ate at Chili's. I thought it was terrible.
Probably was.
Thought it was terrible. But like the nostalgia of me going like with my parents when I was a kid, driving over to Buffalo, Chili's. Going to the Galleria Mall, going to eat at Chili's, like it was like incredible. You know what I mean?
You guys would go to Buffalo to eat.
Yeah.
That's tight.
Because I grew up in Fort Erie. It's like on the border of Buffalo. It's like 5-minute drive to Buffalo.
So you're right there.
So it's like people go there to shop. Like America has like a lot of better brands, shopping malls, right. Cheaper gas, better food and grocery stores, like everything, you know?
Cheaper gas?
Yeah.
Oh,
it was.
Shit.
It's like way back.
Are you still a Canadian citizen, obviously,
yeah,
right? So you get free healthcare?
No.
No, not anymore.
No. I spent too much time here.
Bootleg Kev podcast. Got to stop things real quick. Tell you about our good folks at Blue Chew. Listen, fellas, if you're trying to get your dick right, you're trying to stay harder. Everyone wants to be hard. Can you stay hard? You know what I mean? If you need some help with your dick is essentially what I'm trying to say. You need to go to bluechew.com and get down with something that I feel like is imperative in having yourself a lovely evening with a lovely young lady or male, whatever you're into. If you go to bluechew.com, you will get a Blue Chew. It has the same active ingredient as Cialis and as Viagra, right? But guess what it doesn't have? The awkward doctor visits. That's right. You don't got to wait in line at some lobby to go get you some fucking shit to get your dick working and have some awkward conversation with a nurse and then have an awkward conversation with a doctor and then he writes you a prescription and then you go to the pharmacist and then it's awkward because you pass them the prescription and everyone knows you're picking up dick stuff. You know what I'm saying? No. Blue Chew, you go to the website. It's all online. It gets sent straight to your house in discreet packaging in a chewable form. Listen, your first month free right now when you go to bluechew.com and you use the promo code Bootleg. That's right. You get the first month for free. Bluechew.com, promo code Bootleg. Thank me later. All right. Go get your dick together, fellas. What do you think of the Trudeau guy? I feel like people are like, I feel like he's like a polarizing guy. I don't know, man. I don't
know, man. I think he kind of fucked up during the whole quarantine and stuff, locking people down and like turning Canada into like a different country a little bit.
It feels crazy, right?
Yeah, it was crazy because like I was over here, so I was like, yo,
hey, fuck, I don't know.
Everyone's calling me back home, like we can't even leave the house and shit. Like
I don't know about y'all.
I'm like, fuck, I'm on the beach right now. Like,
Buffalo is. I went to Buffalo one time last year and hung out with the Griselda guys and. Pretty interesting place. Good food though, but interesting.
I remember the Griselda guys. Like I used to go to Buffalo and try to like figure out build myself in the Buffalo market way back. Like I used to go hang out with John Boy. There's a rapper John Boy out there. Shout out to John Boy. And like he brought me to the studio where Conway was, and I met Conway like way back then.
Wow.
And like their like boy was trying to like buy my drums off me for like $25. I was like,
was it Derringer?
Like 75. They're like, no deal.
Was it Derringer trying to buy your drums?
I think it was DJ Shay.
R.I.P. R.I.P. to DJ Shay.
Yeah,
great guy.
Yeah.
Did you ever link with Derringer back then?
I don't know.
Because Derringer is like a fucking.
I don't think so.
He's like the new like. I just get like real like new RZA new. He reminds me of the RZA low key. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Shout out to Derringer.
But yeah, like that whole Buffalo scene, and then like you know what I'm saying, like me coming up, you know what I'm saying, getting success in the business, and then seeing the Griselda guys pop off from Buffalo and be like, oh wait, I met them back in the day.
You guys are 5 minutes apart.
I was like, that's crazy, you know what I'm saying? So I've been sending packs and stuff to Conway and stuff. I was on his last album.
Yeah. Shout out to Mr. Conway. Were you on the one that came out on Shady?
I don't know. I did a record called Anzia.
I don't know.
Anzia, I think.
Shouts to Mr. The Machine. Hey, so are you doing all this to do the album eventually? Or are you only focused dropping singles? Because we had a dope Blast and Wale record earlier this year. Is this leading up to a project, or are you just going to drop songs?
It'll definitely lead up to something, but right now I'm just dropping music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Getting it out the door.
Just songs. Just boom.
Having fun with it. You know what I'm saying? Just. Ooh.
Do you feel like you're trying to like essentially, well, I'm not even going to ask that question because I don't want to disrespect anybody. Albums, eventually. Yeah. We'll go there.
Yeah.
Anything else going on, bro? Like what else you got going on?
Man, just enjoy myself, man. You know what I'm saying? Working on music, you know what I'm saying? DJing, you know what I'm saying?
When you DJ these gigs, is it like what percent? Like, are you playing all your shit? Or is
I
it
play some of my shit. Like it's like I'm DJing for 2 hours.
So
it's
so you gotta also like you also
long.
gotta like all your records, like, you know, obviously they're hits, but like you also gotta play the shit that's like
I'm trying to
super popping in the moment.
I like to party.
Yeah.
So it's like when you come to a Murda Beatz show, like
Yeah.
you're gonna have a great time partying with me because
Right.
I'm gonna just play the shit like that. Everyone's gonna have a good time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like anyone who comes to the show is gonna enjoy themselves.
Was it a hard transition producing to DJing? I know it's easier.
At the beginning. I didn't even want to DJ.
Right.
I was like, I don't want to be a DJ. I don't want to DJ. And then like show offers start coming in. I'm like, no, I don't want to DJ. Don't want to DJ. And then my manager's like, oh, well, like we have this New Year's Eve offer in Hawaii, and like we could go for a week.
We go to Hawaii for a week.
Yeah, it's like I'm like, all right, fuck it, let's do it.
Hawaii's a
Then
great fucking
that's
place.
that's how like we started DJing and stuff. Then going on tours and stuff, and then I did Coachella 2019. I did Coachella this year with Anitta.
Shout out to Anitta. Hey, what's the first date like with Murda Beatz and Anitta? What do you guys do? What, like, how did you convince her to, you know, make things official? You know what I mean? Because I too am a Caucasian.
I'm a great guy.
Dating a lovely Latin woman. And, you know, it was,
So we're kind of similar.
we're very similar. Shout out to my wife. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, yeah, it was some, I had to put some work in. For sure. And I'm not Murda Beatz.
I just kept seeing her out and stuff, and then just like, you know what I'm saying, we kept talking here and there, and then like kept talking more and more and more, and then just like invite her out to eat in LA, and then like
What's the
invite her-
restaurant you take?
I went to Nice Guy.
Nice Guy.
And then we went bowling one night. And then yeah.
Bowling in the Valley.
I don't know,
feel
like
like everyone-
around Hollywood.
Oh, in Hollywood?
Yeah, like
Oh.
rented out a little thing, you know.
Oh, you just rented the whole joint. I mean, you're, you know, something light.
Something low key, you know.
Something low key.
Yeah.
Get the whole fucking bowling alley together.
No, not the whole one.
Just the area.
it's a little, yeah.
Just a little something.
It's a little, yeah.
Are you interested in doing anything else in terms of just starting new businesses?
Always, man. Always. You know what I'm saying? You gotta diversify.
You gotta. If you had to start a restaurant, bro, what kind of restaurant would you start?
Sushi.
Sushi. Murda Beatz Sushi.
Yeah.
I like that. Well, that'd be a stupid name. You'd have to come up with a better name than Murda Beatz Sushi. Like, Murda Fish.
No,
No.
it's not it.
Fish are being murdered.
That's not.
I'm not gonna lie, it's kicking
not
in for me.
It's great,
The
man.
lights are bright. Yeah.
Fucking right. Can we dim them a little bit?
Can we dim the lights, Cyrus?
No, I was joking.
Yo, what do you think about his man?
I'm just joking.
No, you're fine. Go sit down, bro.
They're fucking kind of bright.
Sit
Jesus.
down, bro. All right, so look, the song,
Hotel Lobby's out right now too. That's like, I fucking love this record. By
that's
the
you
way.
and Quavo.
Yeah, me
Yes.
Quavo take off.
Hey, what's going on?
Banger.
Listen, you got the inside info. These guys breaking up? The Migos?
No, I don't think no one's breaking up.
I mean, aren't they all related?
Yeah, it's all family. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so are they breaking up though?
Man, I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they're breaking up. You know what I'm saying?
You know, you fucking look away. He said, I don't know. They're breaking up, but I can't look at you when I say that.
Nah, you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Family's family.
Family, yeah,
Brotherly love.
brotherly love. Oh yeah, because they're all like very related. Like it ain't like they're like
Yeah, Quavo is Takeoff's uncle.
wow.
And then Offset's the cousin, I'm pretty sure.
Mm.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
So if they do break up, you executive producing the first Takeoff Quavo album.
I don't think they'll break up.
But if they do, is it just Migo with like parentheses and an S or like a
But
question?
Migos won.
True.
Migo.
What if it's Migos-ish?
Migo. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, we're not talking about this anymore. Your guy just opened the door. He's like, "Yo, shut the fuck up about the Migos, bro, and this breakup. Jesus, can we fucking cut it out?" Anyway,
No one's breaking up. You know what I'm saying?
I like this guy's shirt. Garth Brooks wore a similar shirt on the cover of his album from like '91, and my dad had that CD in his car forever. You fuck with Garth Brooks,
My grandma used to play Garth Brooks all the time, bro. It's
Garth
crazy.
Brooks
He's like goated.
he's the goat, bruh.
Sells out shit.
I'm pretty sure he sold more records than anybody in the '90s. It was him or Mariah.
Crazy, man. Shout out to Garth Brooks, man.
Would you do country? Because
100%.
country's getting there.
I've made some stuff with Sam Hunt before in Nashville.
Sam Hunt. Yeah, that's not Sam Smith. Fuck.
No, he's a big deal though.
No, I know he is. I just can't look at him right now in my head because I only like Garth Brooks. Who else is hard in country?
Elvis.
No, the fat guy. Luke Combs is fucking gas. Morgan Wallen. You guys look like you could be related. No offense.
It's actually my cousin.
Is he?
Yeah, second cousin.
Tight.
On my mom's
at least
side.
he
It's
got
kind of
a-
crazy story too.
Wait, Morgan Wallen is actually your cousin?
No, I'm joking.
Fuck. I was about to say, bruh, let's dive down that rabbit hole. Well, there it is. Murda Beatz, the new song, No Mas.
Yep, No Mas out everywhere.
Hotel Lobby's out.
Hotel Lobby out everywhere.
New song with Sway Lee, Gucci Mane, and 2 Chainz from 2018. Maybe coming soon. Maybe.
Maybe.
There it is. Bootleg Cave Show.